completed the setup for the game. Got the map board laid out here, but I've had to change the way the room's organised slightly to get this in here. The setup was relatively painless. There's not a lot of units in considering how gigantic this board is. It's got a very low unit count, so it took about 2 hours. The only issue I found is there were not enough pillbox counters for the campaign game, so I've had to actually bring some in from one of the other modules. See these ones in the sort of orangey colour? Those are from Saipan, where if you look normally a pillbox would be in a yellow colour. Now anyone who hasn't got the other modules, well, you're just going to have to make your own pillbox counters, which is not brilliant. Now, I'll put a caveat on that. I may have messed this up setting it up, because the setup does seem to indicate you can have like multiple pillboxes or pillboxes and bunkers in the same hex. So I may be wrong about this, but I don't think I am. Looking at the actual map, the obvious landing place must be here, and the Japanese have certainly got a good defensive line on that ridge there. That's going to take some knocking out. There's something to notice that the special naval landing force units here have actually got an artillery side, and if you turn them the other way up, they become like infantry. So they're quite odd. One thing I haven't done is set up all the chits and things, and the action points and dispatch points and command points, which need to be done in a bit. But the vast majority of the stuff is done. We look at another area the Japanese were obviously concerned about. That's heavily fortified on that little peninsula there. What else can we see? A couple of airfields. I don't know whether they're going to be of any relevance. There's certainly no parachute landings or anything here. So there's an airfield up there, and there's an airfield on the peninsula there, which obviously they're trying to defend. Now, I will be playing this points wise. Normally you collect victory points for various things, so I will be playing it like that. Normally I don't really bother with that. I like playing games out to their historical conclusion. I seriously don't see that the Japanese have got any chance of overcoming the Americans. Certainly looking at the Americans, they've got the 1st Marine, it's only Marine Brigade, 3rd Marine Division, 17th Infantry Division, against the Japanese 29th Infantry, 48th Independent Mixed Brigade, and a load of Imperial Navy forces. So it's not going to be like a bloodbath like Tara or Saipan or Iwo Jima or anything, but there's a pretty tough Japanese defence line considering the amount of forces the Americans have got to take it. I don't know how this campaign went historically. I'll probably read up on that next before I actually do anything. I've obviously got the rules to look at, but hopefully they're very similar to the MMP system, which it's based on. That's really all I've got to say at the moment. Hopefully this will be fairly easy to get started.